Hey there, welcome back to another video. So today I am taking you into the clouds, quite literally. I'm going to be turning right and you're going to see a very nice view of some clouds in that hill in front of us. Do you see them? Yeah, that's where I'm trying to go in today's video. I wanted to go somewhere pretty local, and this right here is I think it's called the Saddleback Mountains. And sometimes there are clouds on it and fog, and I'm just really never like going up there. But today, for once, I think, you know what, let's just go up the Saddleback Mountains. It's not going to be that long. It's like 15 miles or something, round trip, if I'm not mistaken. So it's not like it's going to be a several-hour drive or something. It's just, let's go up the hill and come back right back down. It's like really, really local. And actually, part of, I'm technically not even leaving town. It looks like I am, but there's a little town on top of here, or a little village. Get out of here, mosquito. There's like a little village at the top called El Carso Village or something like that. And that's technically in Lake Elsinore. So that's where I'm going. It doesn't look like it's raining, but it does at the same time. But according to the weather radar, there is no rain there. But I think it would be fun, though, to go and go up the hill and check out maybe the last rainstorm of 2025, or cloud storm, or whatever this is. Keep in mind, I live in a desert, all right? So, yeah, we don't really have a lot of... Okay, is it clear? Yeah, it looks like it. We don't really have a lot of, what's the word? Fancy weather like that, okay? If I was in Florida, this would be a really normal weather day, but here in California, it's not. So I just want to check out the mountaintop. I'm probably not going to go up the entire mountain, but I'll go up a decent amount of it. The reason I'm not going to go up to the highest possible point, well, actually I might, I don't know. The reason why I probably won't is because it's just a pretty small road and I don't really have a reason to bother going the rest of the way, but I might, I don't know, we'll see. And today's Sunday, which makes it even better to go and do this drive. The reason why is Sunday is probably the least busy day on this road, because I have to take a road called Ortega Highway, or California State Highway 74. And California State Highway 74 it's just a 2-lane road. That's fine, but it's extremely busy usually, and I don't really care for extremely busy 2-lane roads. But luckily, because today is a weekend, and it's 5 p.m., so it's not rush hour. Wait, no, 5 p.m. is rush hour, isn't it? Well, since it might not be rush hour on the least busy day of the week, I think it would be a fun idea to go and check it out. Let's see, there is a Toyota RAV4 that really wants to go faster, so let's just take the right lane for a moment. Oh, I was right, it is actually a RAV4. I was second guessing myself. I'm thinking of a 4Runner. I thought the RAV4 was more of an off-roady SUV, but I guess it's not. They're pretty equal, actually. Interesting. Either way, the light is red, so I'm going to coast. Well, no, I'm not going to coast. The light turned green. Oh, there's a Mercedes with roof racks behind me. I don't believe I've ever seen a Mercedes of any model have roof racks, so that's a first. All right, let's go straight. 40 miles per gallon. Yeah, maybe it's a little bit misty over here. That's neat. I guess this is like California, what do they call it? June gloom or something. Hopefully that Jeep sees us. Please? Yes, okay. Sometimes people don't see us, and that's not good. I have my headlights on though, so that is a good start. Let's come to a stop. We'll let the Nissan Versa and another Toyota RAV4 go by, and then I will turn right on red because that's something we can do here. I feel like right turn on red shouldn't be allowed anywhere. It just seems mildly sketchy at all times turning right on red, but yeah, I guess it's fine. I guess the fix to that would be a roundabout everywhere, but sadly, we aren't in the Netherlands, so we don't really have that many roundabouts. Well, actually, if you're on the other side of the country, like in Georgia, there are actually quite a few roundabouts. So, sadly, we aren't in Georgia. Georgia actually has quite a few. Roundabouts are actually safer, and they're more fuel efficient as well, and they also speed up traffic flow a little bit. So that's nice. Like, you don't have a red light and nobody moving, because there is no light to sit at. If there's somebody there, there's a reason to stop. If there's nobody there, there's no reason to stop, and you keep going. That's how a roundabout works. They can get a little bit confusing, but once you get used to them, I guess they're quite a bit simpler, actually, than a light system. Well, not simpler. It's just... well, I guess, yeah, it kind of is simpler. I don't know. I kind of prefer them. Either way, we have to go down this road right here called Grand Avenue for a small amount of time until I get to a road called Highway 74. Or State Highway 74. Is that Honda Accord going to keep backing up? No, they aren't. Okay. Everything okay? No, everything is not okay there. They have a dented up bumper on a Volvo. That's not good. Well, luckily, neither one of those cars looks like they are totaled, so that's a good sign. Because totaled cars are not good at all. 25-mile-per-hour speed limit when the sign is flashing. Okay, sounds good to me. Oh, my nose is itching. I have been taking some allergy pills recently called cetirizine. I guess it's a second-generation antihistamine, and they are supposed to be non-drowsy, and I can actually say they are pretty good at that. I do get maybe slightly drowsy when I take them, but not a lot. Not at all. And I was curious, you know, what do I feel like normally if I don't take cetirizine, since I've been taking them for the last 3 days? I stopped taking cetirizine. Yesterday I was okay, but today I guess the antihistamine completely wore off. Yeah, I feel normal again. Yeah, always a runny nose. I should take, you know, cetirizine is one of those things I guess you can take daily, unlike Generation 1, so I don't know, I'm thinking about trying to remember to take it more often, especially when I get closer to my allergy shots, when my allergies get the worst, is before I get my allergy shot again. Like, I go 4 weeks, and usually by week 3 I have a slight problem, so maybe I should do that. I don't know. Because it makes my nose work correctly, and I don't, like, leak all over the place all the time. That might be a good idea, actually. I don't know. I'm not really into pills, but if there's not really any bad side effects to it long term, it might not be a bad idea, actually. Because it kind of feels nice to not feel like your nose is running. I don't know. But I might not do it. We'll see. Speed limit 35 miles an hour up the road, so I should probably start to slow down. Although it's a weekend, so I'm pretty sure there probably is no road work this time of day or whatever, or this time of week. It's not a bad idea to slow down for the road work, since there could be road work, maybe. Although, I'm not sure exactly where the end of the road work is, but that's alright. We will go 35. Let's see, for a while at least, until it says end of road work. Ooh, that's neat. There is a Saturn truck behind me. Well, it was behind me. That's alright. And that's not a truck. What is that? I don't know what that is. Well, they aren't allowed to pass there, and they're also not supposed to go 45, but I guess they can do that if they want. They aren't worried about it, I guess. But I'm going 35 because the sign says 35 miles per hour. not kilometers per hour. Although my gauge does have kilometers per hour as an option, so that's neat. I haven't seen end of road work yet. I feel like we are getting very close to the end of the road work though. I don't know. Yeah, I think, no, there's more signs to the left. Okay, are we at the end of the road work yet? I don't know. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I mean, there wasn't a sign that said end of road work, but we're back to a speed limit of 45 and there's no sign saying end of road work. So I'm pretty sure that means, well, we're at the end of the road work. So that's nice. I guess we could speed back up until eventually we'll probably end up in more road work because, well, we'll probably end up in more road work. Yeah. Oh well. Either way, we're almost at 45 again. Let's go down the hill and use momentum to get to 45. Not momentum. Let's use gravity to get to 45. There we go. Not momentum. My nose is bugging me really badly. It's like in my throat, kind of. Yeah, not ideal. There's a human crossing the road. Is it safe for me to continue on going 45? It looks like it. They're all the way to the other side of the road, so I don't see a reason why it would be dangerous for me to continue, so I'll just continue. And I think this right here actually is Highway 74 to the left. Oh, there's a person in the shoulder. Why isn't there sidewalks here? Actually, don't signal before a street. Signal after you pass a street. There you go. Yeah, we need better infrastructure here. I really do think that, especially for biking and stuff. Let's see, we need biking infrastructure, and of course places so you could like walk around. We don't have any of that here. Either a 56 miles per gallon on the way here, mainly because we didn't hit any stoplights for some reason. That's pretty neat. And going up the hill, there's almost a guarantee everyone behind me is going up this hill who's in this turn lane. And I don't like going super duper fast up the hills, so what I'm going to do is take the right lane and go obnoxiously slow until everybody passes me, and then I'll speed up. That's the plan. So that way, let's see. So that way, hopefully everybody does pass who wants to go quicker. There's several cars coming. Okay, okay, there's a Mercedes. Go on Mercedes. And there's a... Alright, come on, Honda. I'm running out of on-ramp. Okay, we are good to go. I just wanted everybody to go so I don't have to use as many turnouts if possible, and I could just get a running start. Alright, let's go up the mountain. By the way, do you see where it has all these like dead trees, or not dead trees, there's like no trees in front of us in some spots? There's actually quite a few fires on this hill. So like every other year there's a big fire. Probably this year we'll end up having a big fire on this hill as well. It's just how these hills in California are. We're good at getting fires. Either way, let's just give the car, I don't know, this much throttle, that's enough. We don't need to like fly into outer space. I mean, we aren't going to fly out into outer space with this much throttle, or with this car. Yeah, it is what it is. We have 78 horsepower. We're like the least powerful new car, but it's, I don't know, okay, here's something weird. In most of the world, 78 horsepower is a very normal number. Why in America is 78 horsepower considered like microscopic, or so little power, how can it like drive? How is it legal to drive outside of like a neighborhood? I mean, I don't know, it seems absolutely fine to me. I'm not half throttle even right now and we're flying up this hill. Oh, look, yellow Honda Fit, that's neat. But, like, this is not half throttle. And I'm actually catching up some cars right now. Probably because I'm taking the corners a little bit faster than them. And maybe not, I don't know. I'm just keeping the car, hopefully, up in the momentums, but I do have to slow down a little bit for this corner. It says 25 miles an hour, and it just kind of never ends. I'll give it 2,200 RPM. This isn't a very sharp corner, by the way. It says 25, but you can kind of see all over the place. So, it's not like it's a blind corner. So that's good. There we go. But, yeah, again, we are in the least powerful car, but we're catching up to like a Honda Civic, so I'd say that's pretty good. I don't want to pass them, but it's still neat though that I'm like catching up with minimal effort. Let's see, I guess I can give it more throttle actually. There we go. Right around there. I'd say this is more difficult than like driving on the freeway in most cases, because this, you're like climbing a mountain. But I mean, you could do this in a Honda Z600. Well, I'm going to just give less throttle here because it's a little bit skinnier. Let's just do that for a moment. You could go up here with the Honda Z600 if you want, or a Ford Model T, or an A. I wouldn't recommend taking the one that has like the belt brakes. They don't have like regular brakes, they have like belts as brakes. I wouldn't recommend taking that vehicle up this hill, but I mean, model whatever Ford A or T or something with brakes that are actually somewhat decent, I would take up here. You don't need a lot of brakes, but just in case, it's a good idea to have good brakes, okay? If you have engine braking or lower gears, you can come down here with minimal brakes. But not all cases, you'll have to be able to come down without brakes, though. I know those old belt brakes, they can stop a vehicle, but I guess it's more of a suggestion kind of brake. It's more like a parking brake, I guess is the right word for it. It's like you're driving with a parking brake. So it's not really ideal. And there is a vehicle coming up behind me, but I mean, I'm kind of keeping up with the car in front. I'm keeping a good distance, but I am keeping up with the car in front, so you know what? There is a decently large turnout here, it looks like, so I guess I will use the turnout just to let them by. There we go. Oh, they have a, well, okay, maybe not them specifically, but that vehicle in front of us can have a V12 in it, or is it a V10? I don't know. It's a turbocharged V10 something or other. If you're going to ask why does it need that much power, it doesn't, but Volkswagen had some fun and they put a humongous engine in it because why not? And I mean, the point of that car is not gas mileage, it's, hey, we can do something. And I'm fine with that, it's pretty neat actually. Though I don't like the repairing. Oh, by the way, this house has a pretty nice view. But I don't like how hard that vehicle is to work on though. It's not really very easy to work on. The V10 or 12, I don't remember what it was. Yeah, they have to remove the engine to do lots of things because there's approximately, okay, not literally no space, but there's basically, essentially, no space to work on things, which is annoying. And also costly if you don't have your own shop. Well, actually, it's probably costly even if you have your own shop because you still have to buy special order V10 parts. Well, actually, it might, if I'm not mistaken, maybe it's a V10 out of like a Corvette or something. I don't remember. Either way, let's get some speed up here since we're on a straightaway. well, speed meaning I'll just give the car not much throttle, like 4 out of 10 maybe, 3 out of 10, right around there. Not really in any hurry. We're doing this kind of economically minded, okay? We aren't like flying up the hill. We're just giving it as much throttle as we need to. Actually, probably a little bit more than we need to. But that's all right. It's I mean, we're getting 39 miles per gallon. That's not actually that good. But keep in mind, we just climbed up a big mountain. Actually, it's not really that big if you compare it to like Colorado mountains. We climbed up a small mountain, so that's fine. Either way, we have made it to the top. Speed limit 45 miles an hour, elevation 2,165 feet. No, 2,665 feet. And I'm going to be turning left right up the road here, so I let off the throttle. And I guess I could turn the signal on and start slowing down. Let's see, I'll see if I can turn in front of that car, because I think I can. Let's do it. Turn, wee, fly around the corner rapidly. No, not really. Let's not rapidly fly around a corner. Let's take it at like 13 miles an hour. Everything's getting pretty green up here. Either way, let's give the car some random amount of throttle. I don't know. This road's pretty twisty and it doesn't have much traffic, so we aren't trying to not take every single turnout, because taking every single turnout is less efficient than going just very slightly faster to hopefully not use every single turnout. So I will just go, well, in this case, not really super fast, because there's not really that many vehicles on this road, so I might use one turnout going slow, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. My hope is to get to some place where there is, what's it called? My hope is to get to a place where there is like clouds and stuff up here. I'm giving the car a little bit more throttle than I intended, but we're going 39 miles an hour, so close enough. 2,100 RPM. That's close enough to 2,000. Oh, there's FedEx coming down the hill. That's neat. Hello, FedEx. Goodbye, FedEx. You might get some nice glimpses of Lake Elsinore if you look off the edge here. Just keep your eye peeled out for it, but there are quite a few nice views. But we also have to like keep our eyeball peeled out for like rocks in the road here and stuff as well, since it's a blind corner, so you might not be able to see if there's something in the road until like last second. Excuse me. My nose is going down my throat in a bad way. I don't like it. I don't like it. Let's see. I'm kind of riding to the right, to the left side of my lane a little bit here. I'm not over the line. I'm just straddling the line, if that's the right word, because I want to stay further away from the wall to the right. But if there is a car oncoming, I will move further to the right, of course. But for right now, we aren't. Either way, people do burnouts here or donuts here. That's normal up here, I guess. And now we are on our straightaway. It's pretty nice up here. In the summer, if you come up here, it's like 15 degrees cooler or something up here. So if it's 100 degrees in Lake Elsinore, it's only like 85 up here. In like, what, 25-minute drive or something, you lose 15 degrees. It's almost like 1 degree a minute or something. So that's pretty neat. No, it doesn't really snow up here. I mean, it can snow up here, but can doesn't mean it snows every year. It just means it has the possibility, more so up here than down there, of snowing. Does it snow? No, not really. It doesn't really snow at all, but it maybe every decade it might. But then again, we have global warming and stuff happening now, so maybe it won't snow up here. I don't know. Let's see, I'll give it 2,000 whatever RPM. Not that much, just to keep some of my speed up this hill here. There we go. I want to see if we can get up to those trees or those clouds up the road. That's the goal for today. Get to those clouds. I think I can. Corner! And another corner. Am I going too fast for it? Arguably, yes. That's okay. Let's see, is this a sharp corner here? Yeah, yeah, it kind of is. We'll give it actually some brakes here. There we go. We didn't lose that much speed. We just like lost enough to make that corner feel a little bit more comfortable. This is like a little racetrack. Like a pretty, I'd say it's a pretty safe road, I'd say. Of course, don't drive the wrong way down the road or something, but like you won't get to the speed limit too easy on this road. The speed limit's 55 miles an hour. And you could see like the corners pretty good in most cases. So there's not really much to like have to worry about through here. So you just take it at your own speed. If you want to go fast, I mean, go ahead. I wouldn't recommend going like 95 miles an hour through here. Okay, not 95, that's above the speed limit. I wouldn't recommend going 55 through here, but yeah, I mean, in theory you could. Now, let's give it that much throttle. Let's see if we could just, well, actually, I just want to say, let's see if we can not give it that much throttle, but I think I need to give it more throttle, though we're going up a hill here. Either way, it's starting to rain. Rain! It's raining! Holy smokes! Okay, it's really just a mist. And now we're in the clouds. Yeah. Luckily this car has windows, so I can spit snot out the window. I'm sorry, I had to do that. For some reason, there's always nice cars parked in these turnouts. I think what happens is people who buy nice cars like that, they want to go up these mountain roads and just like have some fun up here like that. So they come up this road, since it's a nice road to drive up, especially if you have like a car that's meant for these kinds of roads. It could be pretty entertaining going up one of these roads, I imagine. I mean, it's even entertaining in this car, so I'd imagine if you're in like a sports car, it actually might feel even more entertaining. I don't know. Well, actually, this car, I'd say is more entertaining than like a Nissan Versa, because there is so much body roll. It's like absurd. We don't have a rear sway bar, so that makes it so these corners do like make us like swing pretty far or roll pretty far. So that's neat. Either way, I should turn the wipers closer to the slow mode. Either way, we have gotten to the end of this main part of the road. We've gotten to Rancho Capistrano. But if we go straight through here, there is probably a way to get to the big towers that I like to look at. Not probably, I know there is a way to get there. Not positive I'll be able to see the way to get there because of the road, but I know I can get to the, or because of the fog, but I know I can get there. One lane road, drive with caution, stuff like that. That's like the worst part of that road. It's not good when it's raining. That's all right. we'll take it nice and slow through here. Keep in mind it's one lane, so there could be a car oncoming as well. And in the Mirage, it's easy to have somebody pass, but if you're like in a bigger car, you can't. Oh yeah, but another reason why the fancy sports cars, in my opinion, often come up here is so they can park at those turnouts and get some nice pictures to post on the social medias. Because you can get some pretty nice pictures where those cars were parked. Now, maybe not today, but in general, you can. Let's see. But yeah, it's so different here. Like up here, I imagine it's probably over 10 degrees cooler in the summer. I'm not positive, but I'm pretty positive. Either way, we have entered the fog. Yay! I've made it. It took 31 minutes to get to the fog from when I started recording. So now we are properly fogged out. I have my headlights on, right? Yep, I do. Let's see, there could be a car coming. Nope, okay. I guess one way to do it is you could always honk your way through here. I might have to like do that actually at some point. Let's see. These roads, the conditions of this road isn't very good, sadly. There, let's just do a little honk. Somebody's coming through. There. Since it's a pretty thin road, it probably is not a bad idea to do so. Yeah, we're getting pretty high up there. Spooky. Not really. Oh, look, there's a birdie. Hello, bird. I do think this road should be maintained a little bit better. It's not very good condition, but it's also not really a main road either, so I understand. There's like no big reason for them to for them to maintain it better. There's almost no reason at all for them to do that. Although these bumps, if you hit them wrong, I think they can probably bottom your car out. We have quite a bit of ground clearance in this car, so it probably is not as big of a problem, but if you're in like the Honda Civic or something, or a Prius, yeah, no, actually more so a Prius, I think it could actually be a problem. Either way, we have made it to the top as we bottom out almost. Somewhere up here, there is somewhere to the left there are I'm trying to adjust this thing to temperature. There you go. It's 47 degrees up here. We'll see what it is at the bottom. So up here we are officially at the top of the mountain. To the left there are like not posts. Okay, let's go slow over this so I don't bottom out. In front of us there are I don't know, there's like radio towers and stuff. We aren't going there, but you can if you want, I don't know. But we have made it technically to the top. Let's go around that. There we go. Let's take this picture off to the side. If my phone doesn't stay frozen. Come on, phone. Okay, fine, I'll stop. I just want to take a picture. Please. How are you so frozen? There we go. I got at least one picture. Either way, 47 degrees. Well, we'll see what it is at the bottom, but up here it's 47. And I imagine as we get down towards the bottom, it's going to be a lot warmer. Well, not really a lot warmer, but probably 60 something. 60 something degrees. 40 miles of range left. That's not a lot. 40 miles of range. Probably by the time I get to the bottom it will be even lower. But when I got here I had like 90 miles of range left, so I lost quite a bit of range. By the way, if you went further down this road, it will take you to a... Let's slow way down for that actually. It will take you to a campsite of some sort. It might be interesting for you to check out at some point, maybe. It's up to you. What's it called? It's called like Wildemar Campsite or something. I have little to no interest in that, but I mean, it might be like something you could have like fun with up here. Yeah, maybe I'll go to the Wildemar Campsite someday in the future. Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see, is there a big bump here? I think that bump is fine at this speed. There we go. Either way, it's 47 degrees. It is still 47 degrees. I'll just leave it on that gauge all the way down the mountain so I don't forget. Gas mileage I expect to have like 52 or 53 by the time I get back. But I'll try to remember to look at that. But I don't think I'd remember to keep the temperature gauge on. This looks like a pretty big bump. Either way, we got a big straightaway here. Hopefully the road doesn't have too humongous potholes. I'll just let the car coast. Okay, I can just take the middle of the road here. There we go. Continue taking the middle of the road. We got to 25 miles an hour. We're race carring it through here. Not that we're flying, but hey, we're race carring it. Race carring it. There we go. Still 47 degrees. Let's roll the window down. Is it nice and cold outside? I mean, it should feel like 47 degrees. Oh yeah, it feels nice and cool outside. Let's roll the windows down for this. That's neat. I like this weather. Sure, 47 is on the colder end, but still though. There, I'll take a photo of just that in front of us. There. There's like nobody here. It's like a driveway, but there. Luckily my phone, it just, you click the on button and immediately the camera turns on. And then you click the on button again and then it takes a photo. So I'm not really looking at it. I just press the button until it starts making a clicking sound. What does that sign say? Property boundary. My window wiper stopped working. I got the windows down. It warmed up 1 degree. It's 48 now. There's some nice purple flowers to the left. How do I get the windshield wipers to work? Oh, I have to push them down. That's why. I was wondering why they weren't working, but I guess if I turn them off, they won't work. For some reason, when you turn things off, they don't work anymore. I don't know why. It's like a weird design. It's like a design flaw. So 48 degrees. Well, again, we'll see what the degrees are at the bottom, especially away from the hill, because as you're closer to the hill, it is actually slightly cooler, even at the bottom of it. You have to like get away from it slightly to get the full effect of the not being up here. I do wish it was a little bit higher here though, so it actually did snow. There are parts of this mountain range that do get snow a couple times a year. Santiago, not parts, there's like one part. Santiago Peak, it gets quite a bit of snow. Let me just move you. Do you see down there? It's a pretty nice view down there. There's like another turnout right here. That's, you can't see nothing, can you? I have failed you. Well, let's just keep going straight. You got a view of the lake slightly. There might be a decent one right here. No, maybe not. Definitely not, sadly. Okay, well, it'll be a while till you get another view, so I'll just set you back down here. I think up the road there's a nice view at some point. Maybe. We'll see. Still 48 degrees. I wonder what those lines in the ground were for. Let's see, I'll let off the throttle here to take this corner a little bit slower because it is kind of blind. It's not fully blind, but it's like, there's a, yeah, I don't know. It just looks like a corner you should take slower. It's like, what is it called? It is a road built for the speed, kind of like in the, I keep saying Netherlands, but in the Netherlands, they kind of build their roads for the speed, kind of. So, like, they won't have a straight road with a 30-mile-an-hour speed limit, but it's built like a 70-mile-per-hour speed limit interstate or something. Does that make any sense? I don't know if it does or not, but that's the best way I can describe it. Yeah, I don't think you can see off the edge too good, this spot. No, you can't. Okay. So, somewhere up here, though, let's get you ready here to see off the edge. I think it'll be somewhere, maybe this area? No, okay. 49 degrees. Let's go around the corner. Oh, well, we got a while. Well, actually, no. If I go down the hill here to the right, you'll be able to see it, I think. Let's get you positioned roughly. I think this, I'm not looking at the camera, but I think you can see out the back, or out the window. Do you see a lake? There's a nice lake. So, it's pretty nice up here. There. Then I think right at the top over here, there is another nice viewing area. You might actually see the lake from up here on this, there's like a little turnout up here. I think you'll be able to see the lake from the turnout a lot better. We'll find out in a moment once I get there. It's somewhere up the road here. There we go. 49 degrees. I guess it's been 49 for a while. What are those yellow flowered plants? Oh, those are mustard weeds or something, aren't they? I think they are. Either way, let me just let off the throttle because right around this corner, I think is actually where you're going to see off the edge the best. And no, you don't. Okay, fine. Well, I was hope you would, but it works. Let's see. I think there is a turnout right over here somewhere, and we'll take you off that turnout. There is a Volkswagen, I don't know what Volkswagen, Golf. No, it's not a Golf. Touareg, no. Jetta, there we go. Volkswagen Jetta that caught up, so we'll let the Volkswagen Jetta by. Once I figure out where exactly a turnout is on this road. I thought that was a turnout, but not really a turnout. It looks like I'll probably bottom the car out trying to use the turnout. Oh, here we go. Turnout, can I use you? Yes, I can. There we go. I was hoping you could see off the edge here, but you can't. Oh well. Alright, it's not a very good turnout, but it is definitely a turnout. I guess there was only those two big spots up the hill that you could see pretty good, I guess, sadly. That's alright. Either way, we have made it back down to the bottom of the hill. Not down to the bottom of the hill. Down to this part of the bottom of the hill, kind of. Let's see. Like, we were pretty higher than this. I mean, we were up towards those clouds in front of us. Not those clouds specifically in front of us, but we were as high as those clouds. Either way, there are no rumble strips to tell me I'm too close to the side, so I don't know exactly when I'm on the line. I think I'm getting close to the line at some times, but there are no rumble strips to tell me, hey, you're like getting close to the side. So, yeah, I don't know. I think I'm pretty close to it though, at some times. Body roll over 9,000. Yes. Yeah, going down the hill you might be able to see quite a bit actually. Engine brake to help us get to a stop. We can use less brakes. And during rush hour, it's actually quite hard to turn here. It almost becomes like a team effort. Like, you have people who like flash their lights saying, just go. I'm slowing down for you, turn. Because you'll end up waiting like 8 or 10 minutes. I'm not exaggerating. I've had 13 minutes once to turn right from that. And I don't like turning in front of people, so it took a while. I'm sorry, Corolla, I turned in front of you. You're slowly catching up. Problem is, it's a slightly blind corner as well, so you can't really see all that far. There. So, the Corolla is not really a sports car, neither is the Ford Ranger behind the Corolla, so I don't think either one of them are probably going to go much faster than I am down the hill, because I think I go decently fast down the hill in the first place. So I might not take a turnout unless all of a sudden we get like a super long line of cars. Hover over the brake on this corner in case. And although if I had to stop, I'd probably end up getting ran into by the Corolla, since the Corolla is following very, very close. And maybe I should use a turnout if there is one, but I don't see one. So let's see, slow down slightly. There we go. You know what? Maybe I won't turn out. I am rapidly catching up to a vehicle. By the way, did you see the lake to the left? You could actually see it to the left. But I think I am actually rapidly catching up to a house on wheels, which is not ideal. I guess I could use some engine braking here so I don't need to use my own brakes. There we go. I try to use as much engine braking as I can going down the hills. Let's see, I'm catching back up to the house on wheels again. I'll use more engine braking. I might actually have to use my real brakes. It looks like I am catching up to the house on wheels. maybe not. I don't know. I haven't pressed my brakes yet, but I think I do. Yeah. I don't want to get much closer than that to the house on wheels. I guess it's also called a motorhome, right? Motorhome, RV, house on wheels. That Corolla is very, very close. They must be in a hurry. But it also is not very safe to follow so close. But there's no reason for me to turn out, and I'm not slowing them down at all, so I might as well keep on cruising. And maybe I can turn engine braking off. No, I'll just keep engine. No, yeah, I'll turn it off for a moment. I wonder if that's why the Corolla's bumper has a dent in it. Might be. Either way, go somewhat careful around the corners. I think I am catching up to the RV again. Yeah, he has his brakes on. I'll put my engine braking on. I think I engaged in engine braking a little bit too late, maybe, because I am rapidly catching up, I think. Or maybe not. I think it's flattened out right here, so maybe my engine braking will be enough to slow me down without using my actual brakes. No, it didn't flatten out. I think I'll end up using my actual brakes, sadly. I don't want to be this close to the Volkswagen. I mean, I'm not really getting closer to the Volkswagen, so I guess I'll just not use my brakes. I don't really need to right now, which is a kind of a surprise. Yeah, I'm not really catching up. I mean, I am, okay, right here I might actually end up using it. Maybe. Maybe not. There is a straightaway, so I think the RV will probably speed up and I will probably slow down. Or not. I think I've only used my brakes once going down this hill so far. The Corolla is currently so close, I can't even see their hood, I just see their window. That is, I didn't know you can actually get that close. That's impressive. Either way, once I get around the corner, I'll turn engine braking off, and then I'll start speeding back up. Oh, there, I'll just turn it off now. Because they've gotten pretty far down the road now, so I'll just let the car coast, and I'll probably speed up and end up catching back up to them, but that's all right. We'll feel like we're going fast for a moment. Either way, it's 55 degrees. We aren't at the bottom, but look off to the right. There's a nice view of the lake. Awesome shots. And I'm taking this corner probably way too fast. I'll use engine braking here. A sidebar truck. I'll use my engine braking here to hopefully prevent me from going much faster, but there is a sharp corner here and there's a Subaru, so let's just tap the brakes a little bit there. And so I think that's like brake application 2 down the hill. I mean, there's no reason to be this sparse in the brakes, but hey, to be able to go down without using your brakes might actually be a somewhat good thing to be able to do. I don't know. I know it helps prevent them from getting hot on long down hills to use engine braking, but this probably isn't that steep of a hill to end up needing to use so much brakes your brakes get hot. Maybe if you're towing a trailer it might. I don't know. It's only 1,000 feet downhill, or 1,500 feet, something like that. Whereas some roads I drive on, you have quite literally 7,000 feet you have to lose. So this road, it probably doesn't really matter that much because you aren't really going downhill for that long. I mean, we're already at the bottom. It's like our backyard playground here, if you want to call it that. Let's see. So there is a stoplight coming up. Since I'm also going downhill, I am gaining quite a bit of speed, so I'll use engine braking here to help me come to a stop. Using regular brakes as well. Awesome, the Corolla will finally be free. And the back of the car looks nice. If you want a car to be reliable, get a Toyota Corolla. Like, out of any car, the Corolla is a car you just don't really need to think about all that much. Same with the Toyota Yaris. Maybe more so the Yaris. Either way, 56 degrees at the bottom of the hill. I think that's a pretty big win right there. I will accelerate pretty gently right now, up to 45. We are almost at 45. And we are at 45. Awesome! Eyes on the road! Okay, sure. My eyes have been on the road, but that's alright. And yes, they were even on the road when I swung the camera off the edge for you to see. Hopefully, I don't think you got to see it, at least you might have. Yeah, when I was trying to get the camera so you could see off the edge, I was still like looking at the road. I just pointed the camera to the right, and then I guess I did glance to the right through the window just to see, can you actually see anything? Oh yeah, there's like no hope of you seeing anything because I'm just aiming you at a wall apparently. I guess there's no winning there. Oh well. Either way, let's keep on going straight. Ooh, Prius. Let's see, there is a bicycle in the road coming the wrong way down the road. There is no passing, but I think that is the safest thing to do in this case, okay? Is move over to the left. I wasn't passing anyone. I was just trying to avoid being dangerously close to a bicyclist, which really should have a bicycle lane somewhere, hopefully a protected one, but they just don't have one here, sadly. Either way, I think it's road work, speed limit 35 here again in a moment. We haven't got quite to the 35 speed limit yet, but we're getting pretty close to it. I see it up the road. There we go. I'm just trying to get to 35 miles an hour without using the brakes. I think that was a success. Looks like I can speed up 1 mile an hour. There. Now we're at 35, exactly. Either way, right lane must turn right. Sounds good to me. Speed limit. Oh, the speed limit is whatever you want it to be now. So I can go 55 down this road if I wanted. Not going to, but in theory you could. There's no speed limit now. It's just blank. That's neat. Oh, they're adding a sidewalk. Oh, I like that. I feel like they should add a bike lane too, maybe, but hey, a sidewalk. That is definitely a step in the right direction, what they're doing right here. I hope they continue that all the way down this road. And then the road we're going to be taking up the road called Corydon. I hope they do that on Corydon as well. Either way, I think here the speed limit is back to 45 since the sign's not blocked off, I think. It appears we're past the road work. So let's just accelerate back to 45 very gently, but we will get there eventually. Either way, at the bottom of the mountain, we are at 58 degrees Fahrenheit, which is, I would say, about right actually. That sounds good. that a Hyundai? No, that's a Kia. No, it's a Hyundai. I don't know. Wonder what that red car is. And as we go to the left, probably we'll get to like 59 or 60. Maybe. We'll see. It's pretty windy now. Do you see the trees and flags? They're like blowing quite a bit. I wonder what gas mileage we're going to get at the end of the drive. I don't know, I have a kind of a feeling it's going to be somewhat low, but it might not be. Gotta watch out, maybe somebody's turning right from this stoplight on red and they don't see us. Hopefully not. No, there isn't even a street for them to turn right from. Okay. Oh, it actually cooled down. It's down to 57 degrees. Oh, that's neat. Oh, but then again, it's later in the day now, too. It's almost 6 p.m. I put a memory foam seat pad in this car to see if that makes it more comfortable on longer trips, and I think it has succeeded. Either way, 35 mile an hour speed limit again. We'll slow down ahead of time for it. I might be like 2 over when I go past the sign. I think that will be fine, because I will slow down to 35. Yep. I'm going 36 and a 35. Now I'm going 35 and a 35. I think that's a good number. Either way, we're going 35 miles an hour and a speed limit of 35 miles an hour. I'm not an expert, but I think that means I am doing good enough. So there's actually nobody behind me right now, which is weird. So I'm going to just start slowing down way ahead of time for the corner, because I'm not slowing anyone down at all right now by doing so. So there's literally no reason for me to not do that. Awesome, the Chevrolet Silverado made it through the light. And I think I think somebody's going to be going across the crosswalk, but no, they aren't. I'll wave, they didn't see me. Oh, that red car was back behind me. Okay, it's a Hyundai. Okay. Interesting. Either way, let's speed back up. Maybe more gently than before, I don't know. It might be. I'm assuming the light up the road is going to be green by the time I get there. Oh, okay. Yep, there we go. I was going to say, well, I don't know. It's just staying red, but nope, it turned green. That's a success, unless it turns red again. What does it do? It turns red again. What's happened? Did somebody break down here? Either way, it's about 10 degrees cooler here. Or no, 10 degrees cooler up the hill than it is here. Okay, it looks like their tire went flat maybe. 40 miles of range and 57 miles per gallon. I think that's a win. What happened? Are they stuck at the side of the road here? 57 miles per gallon. Wasn't my guess like 51 or something? I don't know. I think that's a success right there, isn't it? I certainly think it is. Green light. Let's go. Looks like they are good, maybe, hopefully. We used momentum to speed up. I'm happy with 57 miles per gallon for that drive. I think that is a rather large success. Now, I won't be at 57 by the time I get to the house. I have to drive up that hill in front of us, but it's okay. 57 or 56, whatever, close enough. But I guess for now I could say I could maybe end the video off, maybe not, I don't know. I guess I could probably do that. Well, not yet. By the way, if you're coming to Lake Elsinore, I recommend going to D. John's Dairy. They have like ice cream there, they have lots of other things they make there as well. The chocolate milk is quite good if you like chocolate milk. I don't know if they have lactose-free chocolate milk or not. They probably do, but I haven't looked. I think they do. I don't know. It wouldn't be a bad idea if I took a look to see if they have that, but I've heard lots of good things about the dairy at least, so yeah. If you like chocolate milk and stuff like that, and they have like farm tours there and stuff, so if you want to check those kinds of things out, I recommend checking out D. John's Dairy. Or don't, it's up to you. I don't know, it's just something neat locally they have. Let's see, I don't go there that often. Though I do go there sometimes for chocolate milk because I mean I have to. Okay, I don't have to, but I should. Well, not should. It's good, that's why I do it. Oh, 57.3. Either way, yeah, thanks for watching everybody. And let's see, I'll accelerate at a low RPM up the hill. If you could leave a like, that'd be amazing. If you could subscribe, that would help us reach 1,000 follower, subscriber, thingamabobber thingies, or whatever you call it, which would help us get monetized and be basically some gas money, which would be pretty neat, you know. Or you could also just become a member. That's also a way to help the channel. There is that too. It would help pay for some of these trips for the videos. That'd be neat. Or don't. It's really up to you. If you don't want to become a member, that's, again, totally up to you. It doesn't matter either way to me. It's just a nice thing to do if you can, but if you can't, it doesn't matter at all to me. Hopefully that makes sense. Either way, but yeah, thank you very much for watching. And until next time, I hope you have a great day, or night, or evening. Oh, by the way, it's like probably 60 degrees now, or 58 degrees, so we did lose like 10 degrees by coming this down the mountain. Or we did gain like 10 degrees by coming down the mountain. All right, see you later.